everyone, I'm Beatrice Verhoeven at TheWrap today, and we're going to talk Halloween with Andi Matichak. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited to talk about this movie.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
What was it like standing face to face with someone that everyone knows, Michael Myers?
I feel like, I mean, it's been 40 years since the original, so people have seen The Mask and in so many variations of The Mask for 40 years, you know, so people I feel like can easily be desensitized to it, which was part of the trouble of like making it scary again. My first day on set, before we started filming, I went down to Chris Nelson's trailer, and he does all the special effects for us, so he was actually the creator of The Mask. And I go in and I'm watching him like finalize the mask with a little paintbrush and really and it was so incredibly chilling to just see the mask. He had a few masks of the same thing like lined up, and he was working on them, and it was a really cool, really cool thing to see.
And I imagine like filming with Jamie Lee Curtis and Judy Greer was awesome too. And I was wondering, did they give you any sort of advice? I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, this role made her famous.
The Scream Queen.
You know, and it's been 40 years, and yet she picked it up, and she's one of the most famous actresses in the world.
She has been an incredible mentor through this entire process. After I booked it, before I even got down to set, she sent me a message just to pretty much welcome me to the family, introduce herself, and say we're so excited to have you here and to do this together and all of that. And then the second I got down to set, she like took me to dinner, gave me a whole history lesson of Halloween, like start to finish, which was the best thing in the world. And then from there, it's just she really took me under her wing. And Judy Greer is somebody who honestly I was so nervous to meet because I love her so much. Like I had loved her for so long, and I was just like, oh man, what if she doesn't live up to what you know, like that's gonna make me sad. And I met her, and she completely like shattered any expectation. She's like just as lovely and bubbly and kind and funny as you would think and hope. And so I feel like we've all kind of become just like good friends through the process.
That's amazing. What scares you personally?
I would say the main thing that scares me is across the board just kind of like random acts of violence where you don't.
So this guy. Which
is funny because that's exactly what I find so terrifying about Michael Myers, is that in the original and in ours, there's really no motive, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of like he's going house to house, and he'll decide who he kills and he'll decide who he spares, and there's really no cause. And that randomness to me is really scary, and also just like the facelessness of Michael.
Yeah, I was talking to David, and he said that the reason you never see his face is because that like eye contact establishes empathy for a killer, and he was like, that's not what we want at all.
Yeah. Hey, I am Andi Matichak. I play Allison in the new Halloween movie, and you should definitely go see it October 19th.